return to normalcy after the major disruption to flight services on Wednesday. Also, while today marks Report Card Day, students across the country can look forward to junk canoe becoming a part of the school curriculum. The Bahamas Tonight at 11 starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones, and this is the Bahamas Tonight at 11. Welcome to the broadcast. A major legal development surfacing involving the original developer of Bahamas and China Construction America. The appellate division of the New York Supreme Court has denied CCA's motion to stay, paving the way for immediate enforcement of the judgment, which finds China Construction America liable for fraud and contract breaches that led to Sarkis Ismailian filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy with the multi-billion-dollar Bahamas project in June 2015. Devontae Hanna is on the story tonight.
Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder is reassuring the public that the Sarkis Ismailian China Construction America legal battle has no implications for the Bahamian government. He emphasized that the Davis administration is not a party to the case and has no exposure to the $1.6 billion judgment against CCA.
We're not concerned. The government has the mind of Bahamian people first and foremost. Whatever happens, the government has to be involved in the process, and ultimately they have to come to government.
The court's decision is a major victory for Ismailian, the original developer of Bahamas. Justice Andrew Barak of the New York Supreme Court ruled that CCA, a subsidiary of China's State Construction Engineering Corporation, committed fraud and multiple breaches of contract that led to the project's collapse. Ismailian's investment firm suffered an $845 million loss, and the ruling awarded damages totaling $1.6 billion. And while critics claim the Christie administration was involved, AG Pinder shoots the rumors down.
I think at that time the Bahamas government was completely in the right in looking to see if there were other financing opportunities, other capital partners to bring to fruition the development plan that everybody had supported.
CCA previously argued that enforcement of the judgment could force insolvency and disrupt operations at two local resorts, the British Colonial and Margaritaville, currently employing hundreds of Bahamians. The company had obtained an emergency stay to delay enforcement, but that has now been lifted. The judgment also highlighted CCA's financial missteps, including a $54 million purchase of the British Colonial Resort instead of paying Bahamas subcontractors, which triggered a liquidity crisis. Additionally, the court noted a $2.3 million payment to a management group linked to prominent Bahamian figure as an attempt to influence the government.
Long after the developer had defaulted on its obligations, long after it was clear that the hotel was not going to open, long after when we saw the receivership advance. And so I think the government was well on its firm footing and grounds in the best interest of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to ensure that the largest single investment that happened in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas was completed appropriately, and had the staffing and the opportunities for Bahamians.
And he assures, as the case progresses, Bahamians will be kept top of mind in any decision made. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
Thank you, Devontae. Disgruntled Bahamas air workers have been ordered back to work, but all the kinks have yet to be ironed out following a Wednesday's crippling industrial action. Lloyd Allen has the update tonight.
It's been 1 day since that industrial action by the AAAW impacting a number of flights at the Lynden Pilling International Airport. But with a new day comes new challenges. Intermittent rain impacting driving conditions around the island today. But on the inside, we're told that conditions have not returned to normal. A number of passengers impacted by those actions yesterday. One of them, Lofton Saunders, who says as he was traveling from abroad, he had to find alternative routes to get back home and still has questions.
The challenge I had yesterday, and I reached the airport, then first and foremost, they never sent me no email, and nothing saying the flight is canceled. When I reached the airport, they told me that there's no flight, me and my family. So that means I was stranded in the airport all night.
So what did you do in terms of navigating last night and making your way home today?
And I had to go back and book a hotel room and book a car back and get on standby for this morning. And they after we reached the airport this morning, they told us They sure we get on the flight because the people who book for the day, they come first before we said yesterday.
So obviously you would have reached out to the airline to talk about compensation. What have you found out this time?
But nothing. They say they can't help us at this time. It isn't their fault the flight was canceled.
Now, by Thursday afternoon, Bahamas Air Management indicating through a press release that despite that interim injunction, a number of employees remained out of work, creating havoc both physically and financially. This story continues to unveil right here at the Lyndon Pinling International Airport. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thank you for that report, Lloyd. Meantime, a historic step forward in justice and family services in the Bahamas. Today marks the soft launch of a brand new family court, a specialized judicial body aimed at addressing family-related legal matters with hopes for greater efficiency and compassion. The new court located on Bernard Road promises to streamline cases involving families and juveniles in state-of-the-art facilities, including private mediation rooms and a child-friendly environment.
The court complex, when fully built out, will house the family and probate divisions of the Supreme Court, the magistrates, family and domestic courts, and the juvenile court. The complex will ultimately accommodate 4 magistrates, including the juvenile magistrate, the family registrar, and 3 Supreme Court judges. It will also include the registries and adequate support staff complements for those units. Whilst we have taken occupation of a portion of the complex, it is not fully completed. It can now accommodate 3 magistrates and family domestic courts, the registries of the family and probate divisions of the Supreme Court, the court liaison unit of the police, and a space allocated for the use of the Department of Social Services.
The family court represents a shift from the traditional legal approach, placing strong emphasis on alternative dispute resolution methods. It's also expected to alleviate pressure on the general court system as the government pushes for swift justice.
In the near future, many families will receive fair consideration, equitable solutions, and balanced remediation of their circumstances here at this complex.
Now, this is an important first step. Certainly, the family unit and children really demand the attention and the sensitivities that this new complex brings to their matters. I think it's very important to recognize mediation as a key component of this piece of infrastructure because we want to adjudicate and administer family disputes in a very sensitive way. As the Prime Minister said, the family unit is the building blocks of society. And so we think this court complex here is going to really contribute to effectively managing and administering family and juvenile disputes. It's the first step, as I said in my remarks, to a full court complex project.
Major upgrade ahead of the next general election. The Parliamentary Registration Department, which oversees voter registration and the electoral process, is now operating from its new location on Tonique Williams-Darling Highway. The new space is designed to be more accessible, featuring updated facilities and increased capacity to accommodate residents looking to register to vote or update their voting information.
It offers a breath of fresh air to what we had. Everyone now has a lot more space. Persons coming in here now will find a better seating area and more windows to be served from directly, and then more access. We have 2 kiosks out front, so you don't need to come to us all the time. And then hopefully down the line, very shortly, you get to the point where you're going online, and this building is designed and computer friendly in that we can plug in anywhere to tie in more kiosks and other areas for service to the public. And calling in, they can get access to certain things they want, putting in forms to registration. When you come now, your first time registrant, you don't have to walk in. You can contact us online, go into the system, say what you want, and send your documents in for pre-registration. And then we just give you a date.
The Bahamas Public Services Union signing a 5-year industrial agreement with the Gaming Board of the Bahamas. The new deal will impact nearly 100 employees.
Salary increases themselves over the course of a 5-year period. We're pleased and satisfied that persons will be able to move to even a little higher standard of living based on the increases that we would have been able to agree to today.
This is a result of good communication, good collaboration, and good compromise. And I hope that in our wider sphere we continue to communicate, collaborate, and compromise where it's mutually beneficial.
Still to come, National Report Card Day. You're watching the Bahamas tonight at 11. More news in a moment.
Have you heard about Janae's Chesapeake Road 5 days of Christmas give back? Get up to 20% off your toys or bicycles, electronic ride-on cars, four-wheelers, and motor tricycle purchases. All electrical item sales are final. Bring in a current year Janae's back-to-school purchase receipt, valued more than $50 excluding that, and get an additional 10% off. Restrictions apply. And don't forget the Christmas decorations, balls, and ornaments. Janae's Chesapeake Road's 5 days of Christmas give back going on now. Extended store hours till 7 p.m. Hurry in and get more bang for your bucks.
$10 deal available only at Marco's Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Fine, let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Wait. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
It's National Report Card Day, and parents of students in the country's public school system took time out of their busy schedules to make themselves available for collection. Director of Education Dominique McCartney-Russell says last year's National Report Card Day collection stood at around 85%, and she's hoping for a full turnout this year.
This year, we would have spoken to our district leaders and advised that that's what we expect. We want our parents to collect those reports. And the thing is, we advanced a parent portal. And this portal, parents can actually go in. They can view their children's grades. They can also connect with administrators. They can view their children's attendance. And so we have created avenues for parents who may not necessarily be able to come out because they're on their jobs. They can actually access report cards online. But we want them to come in and talk with the teachers as well as administrators about their children's progress.
The meaning of Junkanoo in January just getting a boost for thousands of public school students who will get to feel the beat of goatskin drums right in the comfort of their classrooms. A new element has been added to the curriculum, and it's all to do with Junkanoo-related content, which will be infused in core subject areas.
In language arts, for example, you may have a comprehension passage on Junkanoo, or for example, on, how do you develop a costume, or how do you go into choosing a theme or a design. And so you could have a comprehension passage that speaks about Junkanoo, but it helps students develop the same skills in language arts that we want them to develop.
To boost students' participation in Junior Junkanoo, the education director says students will also get the opportunity to visit Junkanoo shacks after the holiday parades, and that's not all.
We will bring in some of those leaders into the classrooms as well to speak about Junkanoo, the history, some of the rivalries, and of course, what caused them to become a household name in the Bahamian society. It's about identity. Children need to know who they are. We're really proud to be Bahamian. We believe that we have the best little country in the world, and God has blessed us with so many things, and we want our children to have the same values, the same belief systems that we have, and to value who they are, to know who they are, to be able to express very well who they are through these cultural expressions, and then, of course, to pass it on to the next generation.
As part of a seasonal goodwill initiative, Fort Charlotte Member of Parliament, the Honourable Alfred Sears, and his team hosting seniors in the constituency to a luncheon. MP Sears spoke about why this initiative was so important.
Every year we have the children's party. Every summer we have the summer camp with young people, and we are standing on the shoulders of our seniors. So we decided to have something special to say thank you.
Happy Healing Home Care and Rosebud's Naturals teaming up for their own initiative, celebrating seniors this Yuletide season. The two businesses spreading holiday cheer at Paradise in Home Care. There was food, gifts, and even Santa Claus.
We were just thrilled about the outpour of the supporters within the community and our businesses. So we felt the need to give back, and we know that giving back always feels good.
We normally put emphasis on children. We make sure they get the proper care, they're fed, they're bathed, they have whatever it is that they need. But also we tend to forget about the adults. And I feel like we need to put as much emphasis in the care for the adults, the elderly, as much as we do for the children.
Swanson Gibson Jr. has a look at what's coming up in sports. Swanson.
Coming up in sports, champions were crowned in the finals of the Father Marcin Peters basketball tournament. More details up next.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Welcome to RF Pension Plans, where paradise meets professionalism. Amid hectic workdays, managing pension plans can be overwhelming. At RF, we take the hassle out of pension administration so you can focus on what matters, your people. Enjoy low cost, a wide range of investment options, trusted management, strong performance, and free financial planning for the entire company. Empower your team and elevate your business with RF Pension.
At Shell, we say refresh, refuel, rejoice. This Christmas, every $20 fuel up earns you a ticket to over $25,000 in joyful giveaways. Refresh your holiday mood with lavish hotel vouchers, exclusive spa treatments, and high-end shopping vouchers. Fuel up and submit your receipt by WhatsApp to 422-0271 for a chance to win with Shell. Drive to Shell. Fuel up and enter to win your share of $25,000 in giveaways for a December to remember. Terms and conditions apply.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Good evening and welcome to your Thursday Sports Check. I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. Topping tonight's sportscast is the conclusion of the 36th annual Father Marcin Peters basketball tournament. For the past week, numerous boys and girls teams competed fiercely in a series of games vying for a spot in the championship game. Yesterday gave way to several exciting matchups at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Eugene Stewart was courtside to see the action unfold.
World Championships wrapping up for the Father Martin Peters basketball tournament at the Circumlogic Gymnasiums. Boys and girls divisions competed. Let's take a look at the highlights. From primary school all the way up to the senior level, 5 days of basketball action took place at the A.F. Adderley, D.W. Davis, and Kendall G. Lazick's gymnasiums for schools across the country. These young ballers would showcase their talents and skills to see who would have bragging rights in their various divisions. Taking home the glory in the primary girls division would be the Xavier's Lower School Giants, and Coach Regale Smith says it was all about focus.
Feel great. Feel super. I'm happy for these girls. It's not just defense. We just tell them stay on your man. We thought they was going to put a zone on us. We was preparing for a zone, but they switch it up, and so man to man, we're always better that way.
Point guard of the Giants, Sherry Bascom, says that she is happy with her team and their performance.
I'm feeling good. Expectations are very good about this team because it's the best team I've had in my 4 seasons.
In the primary boys division, Judith P. Thompson took down Temple Christian 44-41. Junior girls division, Telios took down C.H. Reeves 30-27. In the junior boys division, D.W. Davis took down Prince William 53-40. In the intermediate boys, Patrick J. Bethel took down Telios 44-32. And in the senior girls division, Kingsway took down C.V. Bethel 38-36. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
Still on hoops, the Hoop Fest in Paradise basketball series is all wrapped up. Over the past few days, 8 men's and 4 women's basketball teams from the United States and Canada competed at Bahamas for friendly play. Yesterday, the New York-based Stepinac High School took on Utah's Wasatch Academy. And it would be Stepinac stepping over Wasatch 63-54. While there, ZNS Total Sports caught up with Hoop Fest organizer Glenn Smith, getting his perspective on the growth of the brand.
We saw a lot of elite talent, on boys and girls side. Some future NBA players as well as some future WNBA players, I think all in all, they all got a chance to compete against some people that they wouldn't normally get a chance to compete against, and they all really excelled. The first time leaving their home cities, this is their first time riding on an airplane, first time having to actually have a passport to go somewhere. So at the end of the day, it's really just about the experience for the children. To implement more either high schools or national all-star teams from the Bahamas on the boys and the girls side to give them the opportunities, to compete against, some of the best USA teams, as well as give them opportunities to get to play in front of college and professional scouts.
In track and field news, 60-meter hurdles world record holder Devin Charlton launched the Barrier Breakers Foundation at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Barrier Breakers intends to provide resources for student athletes. Michelle Knowles has the report.
This year, she cemented herself as one of the country's greatest track and field athletes after breaking the world indoor 60-meter hurdles record. Now, Devin Charlton is doing her part to help inspire the next generation of track stars. Yesterday, at the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, Charlton would officially launch her Breaking Barriers Foundation, aimed at offering financial assistance to those who need it the most.
Inspiration came from something my dad had said a while back, that most of the kids on the Carifta team come from private schools, but when you look at the Bahamas, most of the kids are actually enrolled in public schooling. And so it kind of made me think, what is it about private school students that makes them better? And it's nothing really, but I think they just have access to more resources. And so the aim of the foundation is to provide those resources to, those who might not have access right now, and to just further the Bahamas in our sporting endeavors, because track and field has given me so much in my life, so I want to be able to see other kids have the same experiences that I did.
Charlton providing the initial $20,000 donation. She's also encouraging corporate Bahamas to get on board as well.
Yeah, so kind of got started a couple months ago, and as of recently, got a lot more people on board. Just got the word out what we're doing. I'm still looking for some corporate sponsors, but I'm providing the initial funding. But my parents, Jamaica Watch, the president of the B3A, Miss Wilson, Miss Stapleton. I don't want to start calling names because I'm getting in trouble and forget somebody. But a lot of people who they just have talents and have offered their skills to help have really brought this thing to light.
And Devin hoping that this initiative can spark other athletes or persons with a vast amount of knowledge or skill to help give back to the community.
Yeah, it's a big thing for me because, like I said, track and field has given me so much. Proud to be Bahamian and just want to be able to give back in my own way. And I thought this was the perfect opportunity. And definitely want to invite more people to, if you see a need for something and something within your skill set or that you can provide resources to, I invite, people to explore that.
On a personal note, Devin hoping to build on a stellar 2024 and says she plans to hit the 2025 indoor season running in preparation for next year's World Championships. For Zenitol Sports, I'm Amajal Notes.
Over to the tennis court. The 2024 Giorgio Baldacci Open Nationals concluded yesterday at the National Tennis Center. The finals for both the men's and women's singles matches gave way to exciting competition. Sydney Clark took on Simone Pratt on the women's side and would claim the championship title, making it the third in her career. Clark won the match in straight sets, tallying 6-3 and 6-4. On the men's side, Denali Nottage went up against Michael Major Jr. It would be Nottage walking away with the championship title in a three-set thriller. He scored 7-6, 3-6, and 6-3 en route to his victory. Both the champion and runner-up of these categories now have a spot for the 2025 Davis and Billie Jean King Cup rosters. And that's been your Thursday night sports update. A check on weather is up next.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Chapter One Bookstore at University of the Bahamas believes in the power of words. They have your next great adventure or that affordable textbook you need. You can go anywhere with a good book. To the library, to have coffee in a cafe, to the pool, to a cozy chair at home. And when you finish your book, you can browse for more good books from Chapter One. Chapter One Bookstore, open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., or shop online all day, every day at chapteronebooks.store.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Well, tonight we're face-to-face with a very colorful, eclectic character, I'd say, but really and truly one who needs no introduction. Miss Daisy, welcome back to the Bahamas tonight.
Thank you.
Miss Daisy, I see you have a new hairstyle. 2024.
Yeah, listen, Kushali. Listen, I'm so excited to see you. I am back, and I have a new hairstyle. First of all, you look fantastic. You look flabbergastic. Okay, I love it. You look so good. But Kishi, the reason why I have a new hairstyle, see, because you have to go with what's trending. Yeah, someone had me on the search, what do you call it?
Suspect.
Suspect. They were suspecting me. And they said, Daisy, that wig looked like you had that from 1973.
So you had to bring it?
I had to bring it up. I tell them your ma, but I shouldn't have do it. You know, I was wrong for that. So yeah, I got something. You like this one?
I love it.
Thank you, Kushla.
It is 2024 heading into 2025.
That's what I'm talking about. This is important.
Now, you're back here.
I'm back here.
What brings you back?
What brings me back? You know what brings me back? The wonderful people of the Nassau and the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. That's what brings me back. And to be honest, Royston told me that he would marry me if I proposed.
I love that for
Yeah,
you.
so that's why I came to see if he was serious. Royston Jones, you know him. Yeah, nice fella. Listen, this dress right here, I was going to wear this for Christmas, but it's just a little too small. So I still decided to bring it anyway, you know. I couldn't put it on, but I put it on my hand. How's that? Good?
Looks good.
Thank you, Makushla.
Now, I understand you have an event coming up.
Cushy, I have an event coming up, but let me explain something. I'm so glad that Bahamas Air, them are off strike because I can need them. Yeah, because I have an event, it's called Daisy's Punkalap Vacay. You understand? And it's because I'm going to fly away, and I'm hoping that Bahamas Air will take me. Now, the last time I didn't go to Bahamas Air, I run into trouble because the person tell me, sorry, Daisy, we ain't taking no more cargo. Yeah, but Bahamas Air, they just take me in the seat, not underneath. Yeah.
Well, one thing with Bahamas Air, they're going to bring you back safe.
Oh, yeah.
And what I wish for you this Christmas,
please, give it to me.
The New Year.
Come on now.
Is that Royston makes an honest woman out of you.
I appreciate that. You understand? You know, me and him together with coffee and cream, we should be able to do something nice.
Y'all look good together.
Oh, baby, Royston, where are you? Jonesy.
And that does it for the National Report. And we'll have you know that Royston is waving at his bride-to-be. But Stay Close to Bahamas tonight continues with Access Now.
That's right.
At Tonic Williams Darling Highway, I'm Tijaro Hudson. This is ZNS.
Well, we're moving on.